First, the news was that Caitlin Clark simply didn't make the cut for the 2024 Olympic team. Then there were rumblings she was an alternate. And now it's looking like someone might step aside so she has a spot. When word came down that Clark didn't make Team USA, there was a cavalcade of backlash. Dave Portnoy of Barstool Sports wrote on X, formerly Twitter, on June 8th, "Leaving Caitlin Clark off the women's Olympic team is the dumbest I've ever heard. All that blustery outrage may prove to be for naught, though. It seems Clark may have a path to Paris after all." WNBA veteran Diana Taurasi was one of the players named to Team USA, but the Phoenix Mercury guard had been dealing with a leg injury. On July 12th, Taurasi was set to miss her team's game against Clark's Indiana Fever. The New York Post noted that meant she missed 4 out of her team's last 5 games. With Taurasi's health status in limbo, Clark was primed to take her spot. On June 10th, news spread that Clark was among the possible alternates for the team.
Caitlin Clark and Brianna Jones of Connecticut are atop the alternates list for Team USA if there is needed to be a replacement.
One reason Clark was an appealing alternate for the Olympic team was how she handled being excluded from the roster. People wondered how Clark would react after being left off, but the highly touted rookie took the news in stride. She said on June 9th, "I know it's the most competitive team in the world, and I know it could have gone either way of me being on the team. Honestly, no disappointment." The Indiana Fever star seemed to not only be fine with not making Team USA, but showed support for the women who were going to the Olympics, adding, "I'm going to be rooting them on to win gold." Plenty of other people were mad on Clark's behalf, though. The president of the 2028 Los Angeles Olympic Organizing Committee, Casey Wasserman, blasted the decision to exclude Clark, saying on June 22nd, "I think it's a missed opportunity because she's clearly a generational talent." Columnist Christine Brennan also thought it was the wrong move, saying Clark has proven she can draw eyeballs to women's basketball.
I think history will judge this so incredibly poorly.
But the team's selection committee chair, Jen Rosati, said marketing was not factored into choosing the roster. She said on June 11th, "It would be irresponsible for us to talk about Clark in a way other than how she would impact the play of the team. It's of particular interest that Taurasi may be the person Clark ends up replacing on Team USA, given that Taurasi has made some of the harshest comments about Clark as the young player moved from college ball to the WNBA. Taurasi warned her,
"Reality is coming. There's levels to this thing. You're going to come with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time."
The jab made headlines and was not forgotten by Clark's Indiana Fever. On June 30th, Clark's squad beat Taurasi's Phoenix Mercury, and the Fever showed they could hold a petty grudge by trolling the vet. The team tweeted after the victory, "Reality check. Fever win." By then, Taurasi had already adjusted her tone a bit when it came to Clark. On June 10th, she expressed sympathy when it was announced Clark wasn't on Team USA, saying of her own experience playing at the Olympics the first time in 2004, "I had to learn the ropes too." And after the Fever's win over the Mercury, Taurasi was even more complimentary, telling reporters that what Clark has accomplished in just her few months as a pro is nothing short of remarkable.